Dr. Cody walks down the aisle, fake smiling at everybody and saying hello in the auditorium. I'm not good at being fake and I never speak to her. So I said, we don't speak and you don't like me and I don't like you. So let's not be fake. She goes, but you are a human being. I said, as she's walking towards the other side of the auditorium, I
You're
said, you're the
stealing.
human being trying to steal my reparations. She says, I'm Black American as she walks away. I said, then you're allowing other people to steal our reparations. So by this time, she all the way on the other side of the auditorium. She decides to bring her happy behind crooked wig back over there and says, and comes up, start talking passively aggressively about me to other people around, saying, some people are going to ruin reparations for us indirectly. I said,
She
well, you are
is
directly trying to
the
render
enemy.
our reparations unconstitutional, and you know it. She says, you're going to hurt reparations. She just keeps saying it. And she says, I'm not the enemy. I kept saying, you're making it unconstitutional. And as long as you are in
She
the way of my
is
reparations, me and you
the
will have problems.
enemy.
If you stop trying to make reparations unconstitutional, then me and you won't have no problems. She keeps saying, you're going to hurt reparations. I was like, if you and your crooked wig get out my way, won't be no problems. And then she ran away,
You're
and
the
I think
enemy.
she left at that point. So after I finished, letting Dr. Cody have it, this nice young lady with a maroon suit walks up to me, and she saw the entire exchange, and she's like, hey, I would really like to get you a meeting with Assemblywoman Salages. I look at her shocked because I'm like, really? Assemblywoman Salages wants to meet with us? I was like, since when?
Really? She
So
ignored
she's like,
us.
yeah, I would love to get you a meeting. I was like, well, she ghosted us. And she's like, well, I think that, it would be great for her to hear some of the things, some of your concerns. And so this is before my testimony, y'all. So I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. But just so the U.S. Freeman Project definitely tried to have a meeting with her, and she ghosted them.
I'm
She's like,
Black
well, I'm Black
American.
American, so I really think you guys should sit down and talk. I said, you are? And she said, yes, I am. I said, okay, all right, well, let's see. So at that point, the break is over and we have to go back to our seats. So we agreed to
Okay,
exchange
no problem.
information after the hearing is over. So after the hearing is over, I see the young lady in the maroon suit leaving with Assembly Member Salages. So I, catch up to the lady in the maroon suit to, exchange information with her. When I walk up to her, Salages is just looking. I say, hey, miss, I wanted to get your information, before you left. Salages throws her arm in between us. Don't get any information from them. You don't need to contact them. I look at the lady and I said, see, this is exactly what I was telling you about. I told you she didn't want to talk to us. I told you that. She said, well, you did call her out in your testimony. I told them, I am a registered voter and she is a public servant. I have the right to call her out when she does wrong and makes our reparations unconstitutional. I'm just glad that you're here to witness what I told you in the beginning. This woman does not want to talk to us. This woman ghosted us. Salaja says, did you have a meeting with my office? I looked at her and said, President Devine did, and the U.S. Freeman Project did, and you ghosted them. The lady in the maroon suit sees where this is going. So she's like, okay, I have your information from the postcard that you gave me, and I'll contact you that way. I looked at both of them and I said, yeah, and walked away. This guy's testimony pissed me off. Wait till you hear it.
My name's Jorge
I'm sorry. Jorge.
Muñiz Reyes.
So say it again for us.
Jorge, that's Jorge, and two last names. Muñiz, Muniz, then Reyes. I know the government likes to chop off our names, but my name's Jorge Muñiz Reyes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Please reset.
May I start?
Yeah, I was going to say, please reset your time to 3 minutes so you didn't lose time.
Yeah, good. First of all, good afternoon, good morning, and thank you to everyone that's assembled here today for a very important conversation about justice. As I said, my name is Jorge Muñiz Reyes. I've been in Hempstead as a worker, taxpayer, got to work most of 2024, and I've come very, very often here. It's a community that reminds me a lot of where I grew up, not far on, well, I still consider it part of Long Island. It's Brooklyn, but I guess it's the county of Kings, and we're in Nassau County. And we got a different government here led by tyrannical Republicans, that I've worked most of my life to try to oppose because they're hurting all of us. Whether you black, Mexican, red, yellow, brown, we all in the same boat. We all targeted by white nationalist racists that want to go around and kidnap us. And by the way, let me just, I hate to give my back to my neighbors. I'd rather give my back to the government because they're not trying to help us at all. We know who's been in power and who's in charge right now. And it's sad and shameful that they doing studies about reparations when it's been clear in this day what they got to do to repair and give justice, give freedom to the black, Mexican, indigenous communities and peoples that have been here long before the European white nationalists showed up and will be here long afterward. Give them everything that's due to them, full justice today, not tomorrow, not a study, not another government panel, today. And you know what? One act of reparation they can do for my family can start immediately because they got a couple work days left in their Albany work session. And the Democrats who assembled this idiotic government panel can do a very helpful thing. In the budget they just passed, they said that they're going to outlaw the Blakeman immigrant caging jail, which, by the way, charges 60% of people who have never even committed a crime. They're caging there for $200 a day. Bruce Blakeman is collecting those checks in your name. That's blood money as far as I'm concerned. And I know what we got to do with blood money. We got to abolish it. And these fools don't want to go all the way. The way to go all the way is called the New York for All Act. And you got to talk to everybody, starting with Noah Burrows, starting with Kiana. I'm talking about everybody. Go to Mr. Bruce Brewington and tell these fools to do their fucking job and pass the New York for All Act and abolish ICE. Give freedom to everybody. Give freedom to the black man, the Mexican woman, the families that have been terrorized by these white nationalists long enough. Abolish ICE. Abolish these clowns. Put real people to work. Put the neighborhood. Put the freedom first. Fuck these clowns. Have a great day, y'all.
He thought he ate with that. You know I couldn't let that rock.
He didn't move one step before I let him have it. We are not immigrants. Illegals were given $10 billion.
Thank you.
How dare you come here and make this about you? We are tired of y'all always centering yourselves. This is about foundational Black American history and what we have gone through in this country. How dare you center yourself? And I felt a little bit bad because, normally Kiesha or President Devon is there to kind of reel me back in, and I apologize. I said to Commissioner Hogg, I'm sorry, I just couldn't take it.
I understand, Brooke.
Wondering.
Whole time dude is screaming and yelling at me and whatnot. President Devon said he was ready to snatch him as he was walking out the door.
Okay, so y'all was asking about my Juneteenth shirt that I made, okay? I got shirts for y'all. I got women's t-shirts and men's t-shirts. I worked hard. I found a really good supplier with really good quality t-shirts. So go to evenmelanin.com and pick you up a Juneteenth t-shirt today. They come in red and royal blue. Keep watch because more t-shirts will be coming over time because I got a lot of ideas. You know what I mean? Pick up your t-shirt today by going to evenmelanin.com. Thank y'all for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. It helps me in the algorithm. Love you. Bye.